Hello, this is Carrie with Divine Radiance, and welcome to day 4 of the 7-day meditation challenge, where today we will be focused on the heart chakra. As we have done before, let's set an intention. Let's set the intention to receive peace and joy. Now, I want to point out something interesting with joy. I know we talked about maybe as the days go on that the joy will start coming in. I feel like this is the chakra that will allow it to, because the heart obviously is associated with love. And you may have noticed that although very distinctive, love and joy are very distinctly themselves, they always seem to go together. So think about times where you've been so much in love and how happy you were. And then think about times where you were just over the moon happy and how much love you felt for everyone around you. The two are tied together, even though they are different. So as we focus on the love of this chakra, I do believe we will start experiencing more joy in our meditations. So, with that being said, let's get into a comfortable seated position and close your eyes, and we will get started. Okay, so let's start with some breathing. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Just take another deep breath in. Hold and release. Let's do this one more time. Deep breath in. Hold and release. Releasing all the tension from the body. Notice where any tension is lingering on and gently release it. Now let's set up our energy cord and get into alignment. On top of our gravitational center, let's picture a cord from the bottom of the spine, through the neck, through the top of your head. And let's this time envision a green cord. And we can breathe that into alignment. Make sure our shoulders are back a little bit, our chest is out a bit, making sure we have a nice straight energy line from that point. Now that we're aligned, let's focus our energy on the heart area. You may place your hand over your heart if you wish. Send all the energy to this area. This is where we cultivate our love and gratitude, compassion. It all comes from here. What's so interesting about this specific chakra is it is both physical and spiritual. The first 3 chakras were all physical, and the next 3 are all spiritual. But this is the chakra that is both physical and spiritual. This is where heaven and earth meet. This is where your soul and matter meet. This is your center of balance, really the center of all things, where your true essence lies. Now we went from the fiery solar plexus energy, where this is the element of air. You can't have fire without air. This chakra is ruled by the breath. This is where we go from the focus on the self, its desires and actions, the body, the manifestations, and we moved to the softer realm of spirit, where we embrace something much larger than just ourself. This is where we build connection. Connection to all those around us, to the world, as well as God and to spirit, to the divine. So now let's take a moment and picture the green ray enveloping your heart. Picture it coming in from above your head, from heaven, this mighty green ray surrounding your heart area, illuminating it, this brilliant green. While we're here, I want to think about how love is magic. It can raise your consciousness to a higher elevation. It can heal physical body in the most miraculous ways. Its vibration affects the entire body as well as the surrounding areas. They've done studies that the heart, the energy of the heart can be felt from 9 feet away or more. The only reason they say 9 feet is that's the most that the machinery, the technology could detect. Our heart can be felt in all around us. It's such a powerful force. But unfortunately, a lot of people have a closed heart chakra. This is mostly caused by fear of rejection. It can also be caused by grief. Unprocessed grief lives here. Rejection, betrayal, loss, all of those things can close up the heart. But we want to open it up. We want to open up our heart to allow it to receive as well as to give. Receiving and giving are all in the same. We need to open up our heart in order to receive. And the more we receive, the more we can give. And a lot of people give without receiving first. We give so much, we exhaust ourselves. It's just as important to receive. If we're giving from an empty cup, we can become fatigued, exhausted, and maybe even ill. So we must learn how to receive love. And the ultimate source of that unconditional love is from God, from the divine. And when we can learn how to receive that love, then we're able to give it freely. We can give it more freely and unconditionally because we're not expecting anything back. It's a big source of disappointment when people don't return the love that we want. But when we realize that we receive all the love we need directly from God, We can drop our expectations. We can accept people the way they are. It's another thing that closes down and restricts the heart is putting stipulations on love. Things like ageism and racism, homophobia, where we put limits on love, on who we can love. That blocks that energy. We want to expand to be able to love all. And the more we can do that, the more we can love ourselves. The more we love ourselves, the more we can love others. It's just a give and take. So we definitely want to process grief fully so it doesn't weigh down the heart. Mother Mary is known for her roses, and this is a meditation from her. So she says to picture in your heart center a tightly closed rosebud. And as that green light is shining in still to us, I want you to picture that rosebud starting to open. Just a little bit. Rose petals are starting to unfold, starting to expand. And with that expansion of the heart, it's our ability to give and receive. We want to accept both our beauty and our thorns. Rose is a powerful metaphor. You can't have the beauty without the thorns. We can accept our thorns. And we can accept the thorns and the beauty of others as well. Accept the shadow and the light. This is how we cultivate more unconditional love. Acceptance. And know that divine unconditional love is always available to us. I want you to start feeling the love enter into your heart from God, who created you with a purpose. You aren't an accident. You were intentionally made with love. It's hard to remember, it's hard to think about, there's so many people. But you were willed to be by the same being that created the cosmos, the entire universe, has a reason for you. This love is just waiting to be received. It's always available. It's always yours. You don't need to earn it. You don't have to be a great person to get it. You don't have to follow any rules. It's always available to us. Just take the time and learn how to receive, because our heart is so closed. We need to learn how to open it. So use this image of the rosebud. And every time you meditate, picture it expanding. Expanding. Allowing more love to be received, and then allowing more love to be given. You can breathe into this, because the lungs are right around the heart, right? The breath is so cleansing. It cleanses the body, it purifies the mind, and it helps to dissolve the blocks that keep the heart from opening. So take a deep breath in and release. Picture that rosebud expanding. Gratitude is another wonderful way to help open the heart, as is forgiveness. Forgiveness frees her heart from the past. It's so great to just forgive. Forgiving isn't condoning. Forgiving is letting go and freeing yourself from the past. It will lighten your heart. Think about those you haven't forgiven, and maybe take a moment and offer them forgiveness. Another way to open the heart is to really practice compassion. It's so easy to judge and condemn others. That closes our heart, because then we judge and condemn ourselves. We can offer to compassion to others, we can be more compassionate with ourselves. As we close out this meditation, I want you to think about divine love pouring in from that green ray, flooding your entire body and your surrounding body with so much love that it fills your feet, your legs, your whole torso, up your head. Now this love is flowing out of you. It is flowing in abundance, massive abundance, saturating every cell, saturating every area around you. With this abundance, you may now share love. Put your hands out and picture that green ray now coming out of the palms of your hand and sending love out to all those around you, your family, your friends, your neighbors, sending it out to your entire city, your entire state, the entire country. Now around the whole world. Now as that love travels around the world, it's going to be coming back to you. Eventually it's all going to come back. This is how we give and receive love, not from an empty cup. We need to fill our cup first, and then we can give unconditionally, compassionately, to all those around us. Take notice of if any joy is creeping up, and revel in it. Revel in the love, revel in the joy, revel in the peace. Revel in this space as long as you can. And then carry it with you out into your day. Namaste.